Hey there cats, good time of the day to you, for I hope it's good indeed. And this here is Rally de Africa, just for relaxation video, no mods here, just some gameplay from an old school racing game. And oh boy, it's been a while, you know, it's been a while since I've done something simple like this video. Oh boy, time is hard these days around. Damn, time is hard these days around. You know, so much bad things happened to me recently, just fucking crazy. I hate to start with this, but that's what's been on my mind, you know, it's just worst time of my life right now. It's fucking crazy how much bad luck can come your way. And the worst thing is that I understand that it can get worse than this. It's unimaginable, but even now, there's this worm inside my head that says you got it good, you are basically a first worlder, well, second worlder, but you have everything. You have a computer, the internet, the warmth, the electricity, so you have no right to complain, though the wise man says you have the right to complain. You cannot compare sadness. Like, children in Africa, I don't know, are starving, right? So what, I still want my breakfast. I'm feeling bad as well. Yeah, maybe I'm not feeling as bad as they, but I'm fucking down, and I have the right to fucking complain and be sad. So just a shout out to everyone else who is depressed and thinks that they cannot express themselves. You can. Fuck all the normies who try to say you that you gotta look up and all that stuff. You have the right to be depressed. You have the right to swim in your sadness for a while. People gotta cry every now and then because life is fucking hard. And yeah, as you can probably understand from the sound of my voice, I'm getting a bit on the upside as of recent, but it's still fucking ridiculous. To tell the whole story is it's a bit too personal and a bit too large because indeed a lot of things happened, but one of the major blows that I've suffered is that my car got an engine blown. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure how to translate it correctly on English, but one of the piston chambers, so to say, lost its integrity. So I now have like 3 cylinders instead of 4. I mean, yeah, the walls between the cylinders, they gave way, so I now don't have a car for a while at least. I mean, as you probably figured out, I need a new engine, and a new engine costs a lot of money. To be precise, let me actually just Google how much money I need. In dollars, of course, because we all use dollars. About $900 is that much I need. And boy, that's a huge fucking sum for me. As you might know, I usually do not ask for things like this, but if you ever wondered if you should donate to me, now is about fucking time to donate something, because I really need my car. I really need my car for work and for life, you know? And it's quite hard to get by without my machine. And $900 is, man, it's quite a sum for me, really, quite a sum. And boy, the best place to donate would be Boosty. It takes 10% from your donation, which sucks, but it's pretty much the only donation platform that still sends money into my country, which is, as you might know, Russia. Yes. So, damn, I obviously do not expect anything. It just fucked up over here. It's really fucked up. The whole thing is a mess. Oh, well, at least I still have time to sit down and play the game a little, so yeah, I guess I'm cool enough. But once again, if you ever thought to donate, right now donations would be most welcome. This is just the time. As for Rally de Africa, it's an interesting game. I obviously picked it up because of the machine I drive. I'm driving. It is a very unusual choice for a rally machine, but then Japanese arcade video games always boasted most interesting lineups, and this machine I'm driving here, IGCD claims that it is actually an International Harvester KB7, and yeah, it looks like one, and it's pretty awesome to see this, can I call it hot-rodded? I guess I can. This old hot-rodded truck as a rally car obviously reminds me of MotorStorm. I bet it reminds of MotorStorm to anyone who ever played MotorStorm. And overall, it's very, very nice car. The only problem of this machine is this car is overpowered. It's really OP. It's M.U.S.I.C of Rally d'Africa. It has incredible grip, precise controls, and simply over-the-top speed. Acceleration to top it off as well. Overall, this car in this game, it just owns the competition. Totally dusts it, annihilates it. It is incredible. The game tries to adjust to the car you've chosen by making AI opponents slower or faster, but with this machine, it's just, 9 times out of 10 you can hit all the walls you like and hit a couple opponents and still win the race, which is quite incredible, because for most cars, well, walls is not much of a problem, though problem as well, but if you hit an opponent, it's game over. Well, at least close to that. And yes, since it is an arcade game or with the style of Ridge Racer and the likes, the course is not as much of a problem as the opponents that move in front of you. In fact, you can learn the course like by heart, but the problem here is your opponents which block your path and which you have to overtake and look for the openings constantly. That's the main problem of this game, the opponents, and since you cannot really predict their movement, the game mixes up the patterns. I'm not sure how much it has in total, but definitely more than 4, that one I can say for sure, I think at least. And so you gotta adapt to the patterns on the fly, and I obviously used save states to learn the patterns to achieve a walkthrough of the championship like this one, because without the save states it's pretty much darn impossible. Also, the very first race is actually from a different try of my championship run. Kudos to you if you've noticed that. It's not a big thing, but I just completed the championship and realized that the first race kinda sucked and decided to record it again. So yeah, something like that. Overall, actually, the gameplay is nice, and if you want to drive International KB7, this is just the game to do it. This is the coolest truck I've seen in quite a while. The arcade physics are kind of weird. To me, it's kind of, the Japanese thing of the era, while in most other arcade games, in Western arcade games, arcade physics still felt like car physics. In Japanese games, it felt like they've reinvented the whole physics thing from ground up and just wrote their own kind of physics, which totally do not feel like something from this earth. The car doesn't quite behave like you expect it to behave, and it takes quite some time to adjust to it. But once you've adjusted, yeah, as you can see, you can dominate the track, especially with a car like this, like the one I'm driving. Also, it takes quite some time to get to International KB7. Well, not quite some time, but some time. Like, you gotta complete the first class, then... First, yes, you got to complete 3 entry runs and 3 championships to unlock the first variant of the International KB7, the red one, and then you gotta complete the entry run one more time with the red KB7 to unlock this purple KB7. So yeah, it takes you... It's pretty much end game car. Once you've beat the whole game, you unlock the purple KB7. Yeah, like this. By the way, this is another game where I do not understand why I can't find any good gameplays of it online. Most speedrunners, they do not unlock anything, they just go through the game and they do not unlock any tuned up versions of the cars, and they do not unlock extra cars like the KB7 once again. They just do a quick run with the game, call it complete, and end the game. I cannot really understand that. I cannot call the game complete unless I've unlocked everything. Once again, the only man who has a decent gameplay on his channel is my subscriber, TrophyXXLR. Shout out to him, this dude really knows his racing games. He actually has a gameplay with a tune-up version of the Hummer, the red Hummer, which I've just overtook in this race, you can see on your screen. And that's something. But I wanted to see the gameplay precisely with this car in the internet, and that's why I've decided I should record a run through the championship with this hot rod. Awesome track it is. I really like unusual cars like this. It's a shame that the amount of games with the cool old cars gets lower and lower, you know. I'm pretty sure I will run out of games soon, and I guess that will be the time when I will finally attempt to make my own one. Anyway, KB7 just rocks. I love this game for what little it has to offer. It's quite good fun for like from 3-4 evenings to a full week of fun. I doubt it can carry on much longer since it only has like 5 tracks and 3 classes. But yeah, for a week or so, it's great fun. And I also wanted to say that this car, the purple KB7, well, the red KB7 as well, is so overpowered that if Rally d'Africa had any kind of official competitive presence on the cybersport scene, I bet International KB7 would have been banned. Probably even the Volkswagen bus that you can see on track in the same class with KB7, so in the same class I'm running in, that one would have been banned as well. Because Volkswagen is actually quite fast and quite maneuverable as well. That already might have been banned, and KB7 is even more than that. It's kind of fun. Old cars in this game, at least in K class, in this last class I'm participating in, they're dominating. But you know, that's how it goes in game. It's kinda old cars are somehow quite often represented as some kind of hidden beasts. I'll bet you also can see the Jeep on the track right now, so... and it's not really a dominating car, so I guess scratch that last thought of mine. But Volkswagen is a beast, yeah, and KB7 is even more than that. Oh boy. Overall, yeah, I like the experience, so if you want to drive some unusual cars in an arcade racing game, Rally d'Africa can scratch that itch for ya. Oh boy. And as for me, well, hopefully life will get better soon, and I really hope you're doing better than me right now. It gets hard on occasion. But I'm still alive and kicking, so things are moving on, I guess. Ah, knock on wood. Or something. Well. Not sure what else can I say, and we still have about a minute to go. Well, let's get to my plans, I guess. Because why not? I have some mods that I want to release. First and foremost, a mod for the Hunt Down, which hopefully will get released soon. I also have several gameplays I want to upload. There's a gameplay of Metamorphic Force. I know I already uploaded that one, but I decided to re-record it with a different emulator, with FB Neo. And the more I play with FB Neo, I think that MAME kind of sucks. I do recommend to try FB Neo for all your arcade gaming needs from now on. I think FB Neo is really better than MAME, whatever. So yeah, I want to re-upload the Metamorphic Force gameplays. More about difference between FB Neo and MAME will be in that gameplay. And after that we'll see, probably more arcades and more mods of course, and maybe some music as well along the way. And well, this is it. Thanks for being with me, cats. I hope you liked this small video. Stay cool, good luck.